Hi, everybody. I'm trying to remember how to run the studio. I've kind of forgotten how to do this. Welcome to the Paranormal Portal. It's your Wednesday night hump day extravaganza as we dive into the depths of the Paranormal Portal. Welcome, everybody. Hope you guys are doing good. Hope you had an amazing holiday, whatever you celebrated, however you celebrated, and with whomever you celebrated. I hope it was magical and amazing for you all, and welcome back. We're back at it. I'm just trying to remember what I need to do. Don, I'm forgetting. But let me just introduce my good friend and co-host, the big toe himself, Mr. Don Longbeard.
Yeah, because what? I'll fix everything?
No, not. That's not where I was going with that. But
hold on,
I wasn't banking on that at all. But
let me get my pants pulled up, and we'll put the belt on.
Why were they down?
We'll put the plumber's crack.
Oh, okay. Gotcha.
Gosh.
I didn't know what was going on over there. I thought I could, peripherally kind of see, but then again, I'm blind over here. So I got nothing. You could be dancing naked over there, and I wouldn't know. Just saying. Not that I'm encouraging that behavior.
You wouldn't know it, but I'm not wearing pants. I'm wearing shorts. No, I'm wearing pants.
Don's wearing jorts.
Hi, boy. Hi, Mom.
Hi, Mom. How you doing? Good to see you all. Everybody that's coming in.
Oh,
great to see you.
Yep. Don't forget to hit that like button. We're 10 behind.
Yeah, come on. Let's pile onto that. Let's
come on.
Hit it like a slot machine. Let's roll. You might win something.
Actually, like a bandit.
Don, I tried to give away a T-shirt.
Oh, did you?
Last show.
Yeah.
I had one caller on the line forever, and so I was like, I was going for caller number 2. So I answer it. I say, "Hey, congratulations! You were the only caller, so you win the shirt." And Sheldon goes, "I did." It was my own son was calling.
Wow! Thanks for that participation. Congratulations, Sheldon. Jeez.
Oh yeah.
Man.
No, actually, we did end up giving it to Ruger because he did call in eventually. But I was struggling to give away stuff, Don. Gave away a mug and a T-shirt last time, and it was an effort. It was some work. So
I tell you, it's just let it fill up and then choose one. Don't say the 10th caller. And that way, if you
not a bad idea.
Even if you only have one online, you can go, "Hey, congratulations, you held on long enough."
Well, just for point of record, I actually know my son's phone number now.
It's not just call Sheldon.
It's kind of funny because nobody knows anybody's numbers anymore. It's just like it's a name. It's a name. You just click a name and it does it. It's all this magic.
Actually, I know mine and mine. It's portal magic.
Portal magic. Yeah, it's everybody's magic, Don.
I know 3 phone numbers, the most important phone numbers in my world.
Okay.
Yep.
Well, that's good to know.
Yep.
That's good to know. I should teach the minion phone numbers as well.
Yeah, that's actually a good idea.
We just haven't done that much. But anyway, this is Wednesday. Of course, it's our hump day. Hump day. And we're already moving into the next year, Don.
Yeah, I know, huh?
Oof, can you believe it?
No.
God, I hope next year's better than this. Let me just go on record and say, God, I hope it's better than this.
Flatten the curve.
It's flattening my will. It's like, come on. Let's have some joy. Let's have some fun. Let's have some excitement.
Yeah, trust me. I know the year's coming.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, so far, now in January, there's another expo going on in Kelso for the Squatch Fest, but we're not going to be there. We're not playing. Yeah. We just couldn't swing it. And besides, as cold as it is, I don't want to go anywhere until it gets warm.
No.
But it looks like we're going to hit the International, which is going to be happening in Utah. The International Bigfoot Conference is going to be happening in Utah this year.
I didn't know we were talking about that yet.
Well, yeah, it's been announced. So,
okay.
But that'll be in September. That's the only one that we've got ironed out so far. I'm not sure about Medellin Falls and stuff, but we're looking to be as active as possible this next year, folks. So
we might have to actually drive to that one. It's only 8 hours.
Yeah. I mean, we could. Yeah,
Excuse me. Let me rephrase that.
Let you drive and I'll
Yeah,
nap.
exactly. Yeah, I think I'm going to have to drive to that one.
You drive and I'll nap, and well, it'll be the next thing I know. I wake up and we're there. It's great. It's like magic when Don drives. course.
Wow.
It is what it is. But that's all we know so far. Don's a good driver, though. I got to say that, ladies and gentlemen. I don't sleep well in cars at all.
But he doesn't have a problem sleeping when I'm driving.
It's because I trust you.
He's like.
Actually, Portal Mom killed me for sleeping in cars.
Oh, yeah?
We almost all took a nap and going through Chicago when she was driving when I was much younger. And so it kind of killed my desire to sleep in cars. Everyone else in the car whole family's in this car where everybody's asleep and I'm sitting in front with Mom and I'm dying. I'm like barely was staying awake, and then all of a sudden,
the rumble strips on the side of the road.
Rumble strips and I realized Mom was starting to take a nap too.
No, Mom, no. Let Dad drive at that point. Or one of the older boys.
It woke us both up for quite a while, though. I have to say that.
I bet.
You're going through the Chicago interstate, and it's not a good place. Anyway, we have a bunch of fun and festive paranormal stuff to talk about tonight, as always.
Oh, well, thank you. What is that? The obsoletist?
Obsoletist.
Yeah,
discovered you guys about a month ago.
Yeah.
And I've been listening through your stuff.
There's 1,000+1,000. There's thousands of hours.
Yeah. You guys
love the atmosphere of the show. You guys read stories better than anyone.
Wow, thank you.
Yeah, absolutely.
Thank you, brother. I appreciate it.
Happy New Year to us.
Yeah.
That's
obsoletist. Obsoletist? Okay.
Obsoletist?
That's very cool.
Yeah, absolutely. And so you've got thousands of hours of YouTube. And then on top of that, go check out the podcast, which is a totally separate show.
Yeah.
And there's a couple hundred hours there as well.
Yeah, like 250 hours, I think.
Gosh,
is what we're at now.
Easy.
And that's the podcast is audio only, and that's on like Spotify, Stitcher
yeah.
iHeart, iTunes, all of those. So just do a search for Paranormal Portal, and you'll find us there. Let's see. I guess, Don, all I can say is it's time to get spooky.
Time to get spooky.
And there we go, folks. We are now live and underway here on the portal, and I can't think of a better way to start, Don, than
the news.
The news. It's time for the news, folks. Let's head over to the news desk and see what's cooking on the Paranormal Portal News Network. All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Paranormal Portal News, and we're going to dive into a few stories here that I've pulled out for your listening pleasure and a viewing pleasure as well. Mostly viewing and listening. I don't know. I pulled it all out here for you because it's wrapped in love, if that helps.
Oh, boy.
I don't know.
Woo-hoo!
I know, right? What can you say? All right, first one up tonight is from unexplained-mysteries.com. This one's now sometimes, ladies and gentlemen, the news on the Paranormal Portal isn't always paranormal news. But
it's not always news either.
It's not always news. Sometimes it's just me talking into a microphone. But it's always not usual news, or at least interesting news, hopefully. So let's get to the first one, and this is from unexplained-mysteries.com. Scientists digitally unwrap Egypt's Amenhotep. Amenhotep? Am I saying that right? Looks right. Amenhotep. Okay. All right. It says, the secrets of the 3,500-year-old mummy have been revealed for the first time thanks to modern imaging technology. One of the few royal mummies yet to be unwrapped during modern times, Egyptian pharaoh Amenhotep was a warrior king who ruled for around 21 years between 1525 and 1504 BC. Yeah, God, I mean, that's not a really long rule, is it?
21 years?
21 years? Is that a long time? I don't know.
For an Egyptian, yes.
Okay. Okay, so that is quite a reign. Awesome. I'm impressed. I didn't know that I should be, but I am now. It says, interestingly, his original tomb has never been found. Instead, his mummy was discovered at a site in Luxor where 21st dynasty officials had hidden it to protect it from grave robbers.
Oh, that was nice of them.
Yeah. And now at last, using CT scanner, researchers have been able to digitally unwrap Amenhotep's remains to reveal more about his life, his death, and even what he looked like. Wow. We show that Amenhotep was approximately 35 years old when he died, said radiologist Sahar Salim, who noted that the pharaoh bore a close resemblance to his father Amos the First. Amos.
So that means he was like 14.
Wow.
When he took over.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay.
He was 35 when he died.
Yeah, but he ruled for 21 years.
Yeah,
so.
it makes him 14.
Okay, there you go. 14. Yeah. I guess he did pretty good being a kid and all.
Well, yeah, so much for Tut being the boy king, eh?
Right. No, that's true. How old was Tut?
Tut was about 16. 16, 17.
Well, I guess that's got to be about right. He was approximately 169 centimeters tall, which is 5'6" circumcised.
Nice! At least he was clean.
He was a cut above the rest.
Oh!
Sorry, I don't know. He had good teeth within his wrappings. He wore 30 amulets and a unique golden girdle with gold beads. He had a narrow chin, small narrow nose, curly hair, and mildly protruding upper teeth. The incredible level of preservation is once again testament to the skills of the Egyptian embalmers. Mummified bodies were well preserved. Even the tiny bones inside the ears are preserved, she said.
Apparently they could tell he was circumcised.
I do.
Thanks for just pointing that out.
If it looks like a mushroom, it's circumcised.
Oh, God.
No doubt Amenhotep's teeth were well preserved. Many royal mummies had bad teeth, but Amenhotep had good teeth. As for how he died, unfortunately the scans weren't able to shine light on that mystery. It gets probably as hard to find poison.
Yeah.
The 3,000-year-old scan, I don't know, or 3,000-year-old corpse. We couldn't find any wounds or disfigurement due to disease to justify the cause of death, said Salim. Wow, there you go.
Maybe it was the circumcision.
He bled him out. he was, what do they call it? He was kosher.
Yes, I would say cut with a knife is kosher.
Or kefir? Is it? What is it? I don't know.
Oh, Jesus.
I don't know. I'm just, no. I don't make, I've never been trained for this, folks. So
no, obviously
you're getting
this is all raw.
You're getting the combination of my many years of stumbling through life in one episode at a time. This is the culmination of all my life's work, folks. So don't hold me responsible.
It's all your fault.
It's all my fault. Well, that's the first one. So they were able to scan the mummy and found out a bunch about him. I think, interestingly enough, he was about 35 years old. So you're right. I don't know how old Tut was, but if he was 16, then Amenhotep was truly the boy king. Or pharaoh, as it were.
Yeah.
All right, the next one up, folks, on our roster of fun here on the portal is, this is about, for those of you out there that are interested in predictions and the musings of Nostradamus, in his DMT-induced visions.
Nutmeg.
Just like Mom made.
Smells like cookies.
And I'm not making fun of the guy. I'm not sure.
I am.
Well, I mean, he did seem to hit some things really, really close. I mean, really scary close with the Hister and,
Right.
the World War II stuff and dealing with all of that. But, as far as I know, Atlantis still hasn't risen, which was, according to many people back in the day, supposed to happen in 87. So that didn't come to pass. And I don't know much of anything has come to pass lately. But it did seem like he hit some real zingers there on a few of the big marks.
Yep.
So we'll see how he does with the old Antichrist thing and all of that. But from Unexplained Mysteries, what did Nostradamus predict for 2022 and beyond? And what it says, the world's most prolific seer made a great number of predictions, and many of these have yet to come to pass. Michel de Nostradamus, I'm just trying to sound worldly. Did that work? Were any of you fooled?
Was that a piece of beef you just butchered?
Yeah. Michel de who lived in, I know that's not fair to the guy. I mean, it's Nostradamus, of course, but
Nostradamus, plague doctor.
who lived in the 16th century France was so well known for his predictions of the future that his name has become synonymous with the idea of prophesizing future events. He wrote a book, Les Prophéties. Prophéties. I don't know. Les Prophéties.
Did you by any chance use a guillotine on that one?
Just on my tongue. Which is still analyzed and referenced even in this day. But what specifically did he have in mind for the year 2022?
Oh, there we go.
Here we go. Let's get into the meat on this potato. Or that doesn't make any sense. No meat on potatoes. Sorry.
Meat and potatoes.
Thank you. Thank you for helping me there. While it's difficult to pinpoint exactly which dates his predictions refer to, some believe that there are certain predictions that can be narrowed down to the present time. One such example is a reference to a conflict in Europe about which Nostradamus wrote, "Blue head shall white head harm, in such a degree as France is good to both shall heir amount." I got nothing for
What?
that. Some have interpreted this as a reference to World War II, while others,
World War
III, sorry, no glasses, while others have dismissed it, instead noting that it could simply refer to two competing teams attempting to qualify for the 2022 World Cup.
If I may.
Yeah, you may.
Blue heads?
Yeah.
That would be the UN.
Oh, the blue helmets, right? Good point. The UN. Ooh. Don just made it spooky.
Cindy, I'm always laughing. That's why. You know this.
Another topic that Nostradamus repeatedly covered was the climate, something that does have significance in the present day due to global warming. Like the sun, the head shall... God, I got to lean in on this. Like the sun, the head shall sear the shining sea. He wrote, "The Black Sea's living fish shall all but boil. When roads in Genoa half starved shall be, the local folk to cut them up shall toil." It sounds like a Halloween witches recording. The Black Sea shall boil. I don't know. I don't know what that means. Some have interpreted this to mean as a reference to out-of-control climate change. He also made predictions about the economy and the rising price of food, but that could have been any time period. I mean, there's always been inflation, right?
Yes, there has. Speaking of inflation.
Okay, where are you going with this?
Mr. Sasquatch Chronicles just popped in.
Okay. I don't know how that works.
He said, his
Oh, right.
He said, "I tried calling in, but Brent was reading, so I stopped by to wish everyone a happy New Year."
You could call in again.
Yeah, you could, call in anytime you want.
Let me just finish this article and call in again.
Yeah, if you want to. Yeah,
It'd be awful nice of you.
But Happy New Year to you too, bud.
Yeah, absolutely. Happy New Year.
From us to you.
It says, "No abbots, monks, no novices to learn. Honey shall cost far more than great candle wax." Sorry, I got to breathe somewhere. He wrote, "So high the price of wheat that man is stirred, his fellow man to eat in his despair." Whether any of these writings genuinely refer to future events, however, is always open to interpretation.
Call now.
Call now. I'll wait.
The thing is, though, is he used to just totally like snort nutmeg and stare into black inky water. I mean, I would need nutmeg to do that too.
Yeah.
I would prefer something a little quicker and a little less filling, but whatever. So.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm not sure what the whole smoking nutmeg does to you, but
I think he just tooted it. I just snooted it. The old Bendel trick. I don't know. But,
did that work?
Yeah.
Snorting nutmeg?
Yeah.
Oh, God. I never knew about this. How did I not know these things?
Oh, my goodness. I guess I'm a little more worldly.
Yeah. I don't even know if that's of this world, Don. That's some crazy stuff.
Well, talk to Nostradamus about it.
Yeah, well.
He's the one that taught me it.
Is that where you got the idea? Is that where you got the idea?
Yeah.
The speedballs?
Yeah, cut it with a little basil,
Rub it on a dry rub.
Thanksgiving breakfast,
Well, there you have it. I did not know this stuff. I don't know this stuff.
Speedball nutmeg.
Oh my
I
God.
chopped it with a little shroom.
Portobellas, to be exact. I don't know what the hell's wrong here. Welcome to the show, folks. If you're new, this is as good as it
Why
gets.
are you so broken? Oh, Cindy's down in Texas, isn't she?
Yeah, I know. Don't.
It's 75 degrees
Don't let her
here.
do that. Don't. She has no.
Okay.
You've lost your weather card until spring. You've lost your weather card. We don't want to hear about it because we're up here absolutely freezing my sack off. Almost literally. Pretty sure they're hanging on a thread.
Yes, Android, I know.
What is this half conversation you're having, Don? You got to tell me what he says.
He says nutmeg contains I can't ever pronounce it, but a natural compound that has mind altering effects if ingested in large doses. Yeah, because he got full every time he the buzz can last 1 or 2 days. It could be hallucinogenic, much
Jesus.
like LSD. Yes,
Wow.
I know.
I have no idea. I've just learned a whole bunch.
One of my many problems.
It's through your long experimentations. Well, Okay, so since we're not getting a phone call, let's move on to the next story here.
I'm sorry. Let me.
Wes. It's like you could give us some street cred here, Wes. Just saying, you can validate our whole show with one phone call. Just saying. No pressure. I'm just teasing. The next one is unexplained-mysteries.com. And this one has to do with the UFOs. He says, witness breaks 40-year silence over UFO sighting. 40 years. That's a long time, Don. What happened now?
Nothing.
All right, you got these.
The way Don's mind works.
God. Don't take us into those dark recesses. It's just no. Vicky Dinsdale's sighting echoes that of police officer Alan Godfrey, who saw the same thing 1 year earlier. Vicky had been out walking her dogs with her grandfather in the hills above the Yorkshire town of Todmorden in 1981 when something strange appeared in the sky overhead. It was sort of a long, thin diamond shape, and it was white initially, she told the BBC, and then it went through a sequence, and it kind of changed to green, red, blue. There was no sound. That was unnerving. Then it just vanished, and we just stood there. The sighting occurred just 1 year after another UFO encounter in the same town, that of policeman Alan Godfrey, who at around 5 a.m. on November 28th, 1980, had been nearing the end of his shift when he witnessed a large diamond-shaped object hovering above the road just ahead of him. Said estimating the unidentified aircraft to be approximately 20 feet high, 14 feet across, and attempted to radio for assistance, but found to his horror that his equipment was no longer functioning. Before he knew it, the object had disappeared, and he found himself 30 yards down the road, having experienced a period of around 25 minutes of missing time that he couldn't account for. He was a very down-to-earth kind of guy, said Vicky, whose grandfather had spoken of Godfrey. He said, "We've seen it, we know we've seen it, and nobody else needs to know about it immediately. I just thought, that's got to be the same thing that we saw. It's just too much of a coincidence." Wow. So she sat in silence for 40 years. I suppose, back then, people didn't want to talk because you were that person then. You were that people. You were them people. Everyone else talks about.
Be those people.
Yeah, you don't want to be those people. So nowadays, of course, it's much easier to just be open about it because I think the thing is that everybody was afraid to talk about it, and nobody wanted to be the one to bring the subject up because it was easy to be ridiculed away.
Right.
And now modern times have shown us that most of those people will be first to say, yeah, I believe in that kind of stuff, or at least more openly ready to. Like, whereas it was a joke, now it's a serious a serious threat of possibility, I think, especially with the Tic Tac craft and all that stuff.
Right. Well, it's edging. It's really invading into people's consciousness about it because the whole idea of well, here, let me do this.
Okay.
Let me read something here.
Okay.
Let's go with this. NASA hires priests to prepare humans for an alien discovery and contact.
Well, yeah, I saw that.
NASA hires a priest?
Right.
As humanity's efforts to find out more about space heats up, NASA has hired a priest and other religious experts to help Earth dwellers prepare for the possibility of life from another planet. It sounds like a plot of a bad sci-fi movie. No. But NASA really is recruiting a priest to help prepare for humanity's contact with aliens. No, they're not being launched into space to fight a space demon. NASA is hiring the help of 24 theologians as part of a plan to work out how the world's different religions would react to the news about extraterrestrial life. Among them is British clergyman Reverend Dr. Andrew Davidson, a theologian at the University of Cambridge, who also holds a doctorate in biochemistry. So wait a minute. So he's a reverend and a biochemist. So evolution and creation. That's odd. Collins Dictionary says a theologian is someone who studies the nature of God, religion, and religious beliefs.
Wow.
So there you go.
Well, I think that's interesting, and here's the interesting part about it. I think for some reason that it seems there's lots of official bodies that are positioning themselves to be the go-to place for information,
edge.
right? Where they're going to be where you're going to find out the information,
Right?
And I think it's just another news. Like the modern age has taught us that. Look, if you watch the news, you're going to get a very filtered, very sanitized version of whatever's going on.
Yep.
Depending on the channel you watch, and it goes both ways, whether you're whatever side of the argument you're on. But the modern age has taught us that we can find information for ourselves, and we have these tools that are readily available for us to do that. And I think that is very empowering. And it kind of invalidated the control on the narrative that used to exist for these government bodies.
Right.
They used to be able to control it. I mean, you watch A Good Morning Vietnam with Robin Williams, and you see how the news was so carefully censored delivered to the troops out in the field, and it was absolutely heartbreaking.
Right.
And then to come to realize that that's still happening.
Right.
And it's like these people, like we're going to start this new government group of think tank in order to talk about this possibility and how we'll deal with the subject going forward. We don't need them to insert themselves in between what's going on and how we understand it. But they're still trying to insert themselves into that discussion and to be like you said, a filter, right?
Yeah, because they have to, because for the simple fact, they can't control, they have to control the narrative. And if they don't just give us these little bits, it's sleight of hand. It's okay. It's when we've talked about this all the time. It's all a matter of look over here, but we're really doing this, because the question really comes down to, and people already believe it, is as far back as, let's just go back to the my first show, the Eisenhower Accords.
Oh, sure.
The Greada Treaty.
Yep.
Dwight Eisenhower, February 53 or 54, disappearing for like 3 or 4 days and heading down to Holloman Air Force Base. And meeting with supposedly Valiant Thor and Jane and Dawn, his brother and wife.
Sure.
And then also the Greys, where the Greada Treaty word comes from. And then we talk about Phil Schneider, and the deep
Sure.
underground bases,
Yep.
and his experience down with the shootout and the 80 dead,
Special forces.
It was engineers. It was Army
that's
engineers,
right, yeah.
Army Corps of Engineers.
That's right.
So what there are, is it just, they're going to reveal that they've been here this long at least? Finally, we don't know. You can't tell. You can't. Talking heads. They're called talking heads because you're watching them do nothing. Yeah, but anyhow. Oh well.
Interesting though. You're right. But I think it's just another preparation for them to try to be in the middle of it, and I think that's very ridiculous.
How you doing, Jakey?
How you doing, BLB Jake? Did you watch their special?
I did, yeah.
They did a hell of a job.
What did you do to our video? What was that? Because
the bad lip reading. Remember, I muted it.
But and Jake said something about extra onions, and I'm like, what the hell does that mean? And then I watch it, I'm like, what the hell is this? I'm like, I didn't know about that, Jake, until I watched it.
This has to do with news. This is news, but ladies and gentlemen, if you get a chance, Blue Line Bigfoot,
their Christmas extravaganza,
did a great job making a Christmas extravaganza. Awesome. And Don and I submitted a Merry Christmas video, and when we started recording, I forgot to unmute something, so we were like, I sent it just to them as it was, and then they ended up giving us a bad lip reading.
Oh, they did that?
Well, yeah, that was not.
What, you did that?
No. I didn't do that. I'm not nearly that clever. But it was funny as hell. It was such a great job. That was not me. No, that was all them.
Oh wow!
They tore it up and they did a hell of a job.
It was good.
So if you get a chance, head over to Blue Line Bigfoot's YouTube channel. Yep. Watch it, and watch the whole thing because they did a hell of a job on the whole show. It was just great, so much fun. I really enjoyed watching it, and I don't mean to throw praise because I like these guys. It's because they really did a good job. This is a tremendous.
There's little interludes with the Christmas scenes and stuff. That was
brilliant.
Awesome.
It was just like a variety show. It was so well done. I was just enthralled, and I didn't want it to end. So please go over and support what they're doing because those guys are brilliant.
Yep. Special thanks to Sugar Britches. She threw us $10.
Oh, awesome. Thank you.
Give her the clap. Is it this one?
Yep. Yellow is a clap.
What sound do we use for the cure?
For the cure?
For the clap.
Oh. There you go.
A courtesy laugh. He cut it short, too. Did you notice that?
But you didn't see her message. Happy New Year's, my two favorite hosts and co-hosts. Love you guys. Woo-hoo! Love you too, Sugar Britches. Thank you so much. That's brilliant. We appreciate it so much. All right. Let's continue on the news. This is the nice thing about the Wednesday show is we're not operating within breaks.
Right.
So that's why we can just run and have
late.
Fun. Yeah. We can be late as well because we're not on a network clock.
We do what we want.
You guys.
You guys.
No, Don, this my papa.
Mom, kitty, Bennett. I know one kitty that's sleeping with Mama tonight. That's like the only one I know.
Oh, it's a good one. It's a good one. Oh, we do. Let me. I see we got a call here.
Do we got a call?
We got a call, but it's from Nacy.
Oh, it is.
See, now I'm watching the phone board because I just don't want to leave people hanging anymore. So let me get to this call quick. All right, Mr. Nacy, you're on the air live with the Paranormal Portal.
Hello, long-time listener, first-time caller. Today, December 30th, 2021. My brothers from the same Mother Earth, from our birth, may we show our worth. And thank you so much for letting me share, because I care, on this momentum day of the last Wednesday of the very, 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 very odd year of
yes.
2021.
Yeah, amen. But it's the 29th, just so you know. It's the 29th.
Today's the 29th?
Yeah.
Oh, it is, yeah, huh? Well, it's okay.
I'm calling from the future.
Oh, see, I didn't know that. You got to let me know ahead of time so I know how to introduce you.
How you doing, Nacy?
I am doing as fantastic as the universe allows, and it is a delight to hear you two lights in my darkness.
Oh, thank you, brother. Did you have a nice holiday?
Well, I'm not much of a big, celebrator of the other things. I am a born again pagan.
I hear you.
So,
well, it was Yule.
I had my pagan tree up, and I had Grandma's Christmas village up.
Aw, that's sweet.
But so we play the game.
Huh?
We play the game.
Play
The
the
whole
game.
Christmas and gifts and
Oh, okay.
That
I
game.
was like, wait a minute. What game? What am I supposed to be doing something?
Apparently, we're late to the game again.
oh, did I forget to give you guys? I forgot to give you guys the rule book.
Yeah, we didn't get it. Sorry, brother, but we'll wing it. Like everything else we do.
Fake it till you make it worth something.
Absolutely. So what's on your mind today, brother?
Well, I just, the last Wednesday of the year,
Yeah.
It is.
and I don't recall if I heard you guys were going to be on Friday night, so I thought I would take this beautiful, precious moment to just remind you guys how much I love you
Oh,
and
we
miss
love
you
too.
guys.
Thank you, brother. Yeah, we missed you too. Are you going to be doing a Freaky Friday this Friday?
Well, if the fearless Captain Kev receives all the love and positivity
Yes.
that is being directed his way,
Good.
Absolutely.
we shall.
Okay, good.
He's going through some challenges,
Sure.
as some may know.
Mhm.
And so if you do have a moment, a precious moment of sending love and light and positivity
Absolutely.
to Kev Baker, I would greatly appreciate it, because
Yeah,
I
absolutely.
am very fortunate, as most know, to be part of the Freaky Friday with the Woo crew.
Absolutely. Well,
So-
we hope you're on, and I hope he's doing better. It sounds like things are moving the right direction for the man, so that's good. But yeah, it'd be great. It's always better when we can follow you guys in on Friday. That's awesome.
Well, I mean, it is a delight, and I have to thank you so much, Brent, because you've given me plenty of platform time to share the bizarreness, the craziness, the paranormal, the metaphysic, however you wish to label my existence. So thank you.
Absolutely.
Jimmy Glitch.
Absolutely, brother. It's always a pleasure, and just know we love you too, and you're always welcome to call in whenever you want, man.
And then, of course, there's Donnie.
Who?
Donnie.
Oh, no. Here we go.
I tried, be still my aching heart, but I start thinking of Donnie and the beard, and, my man crush is known, totally Homo sapien, so thank you for that extra joy
We love
that
you
you
too,
give,
bud.
Donnie.
I love you too, bud.
And a shout out, I love you too, and a shout out to Sheldon, who's been a great additive
Yeah, he's doing
to
good.
Paranormal Portal.
Thank you, brother.
So
Outstanding.
another year.
Another year. Here's to another year. Onward, forward, brother.
Absolutely. So thank you for the opportunity. I love the chat, and I apologize that I'm not around as much as possible. But just to give a quick insight, Naysay might be the cannabis czar of the reservation.
Ooh.
Outstanding.
But
Outstanding.
I probably just jinxed myself for that
you'll be fine.
announcement.
Nah,
You'll be fine.
We're sending you all kinds of positive vibes and love, brother, and good things for you ahead for sure.
All right. Well, thank you again for another year, and may we all survive the insanity. Remember, it's the world that is crazy, not you.
Amen, brother. Amen. All right, man. We'll stay
All
in
right,
touch.
love you.
Love you too.
Love you too, bud.
Take care.
Our buddy Naysay.
Our brother niece. That was cool. Nice to hear from people.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, I mean, he's been a part of the portal forever.
yeah.
Back when he was just hanging out in the audience, and he and I have been friends for a while. He's also a fellow Minnesotan. I'm a recovering Minnesotan. No, I'm just kidding. I love Minnesota. I just
From a distance.
I love it from here. No, I love my family and being home and stuff. But yeah, I don't miss the winters. And it's kind of gotten cold here.
Oh my goodness, yes.
Which means we're gonna dip below 0 for about 3 hours tonight, and then maybe tomorrow night as well. But other than that, we're heading back up into the 30s after that. It looks
I
like.
certainly hope so.
Amen.
No more frickin' snow. My knees can't take it.
I'm telling you,
Oh,
it's
my
it's
goodness.
broke my spirit.
So Friday, I left. I didn't make the show. I came in. I stopped in and said, "Hey, Brent, I gotta go." Went home. So Friday, Christmas Eve day, 4 hours of shoveling snow, and I only got half of it done.
Yeah.
So Christmas morning got up, and guess what I did? 4 more hours of shoveling snow. Oh my gosh, I'm in so much pain.
Yeah, I don't.
But yeah, it's been crazy. The snow's been crazy this year.
That's the pain of a long country driveway, folks.
Yeah,
And needing to do it with a shovel. Oh my God,
yeah, it sucks.
that's horrid. But let's get back to the news.
Done news.
We covered the UFO one. Let's move on. And that's the beauty of it, is we can just do whatever the hell we want on Wednesdays. So if you want to call, you can call.
Android, I got at my place in one day,
Oh,
Friday, early Friday morning into Friday afternoon, I got between 12 and 14. And that's a lot.
that is a lot. Too much. I think we got about 6 to 8 here. Don always gets more. He's a little higher in elevation. You know, but that was enough for me. Don't get me wrong. 1 inch is plenty. Size does matter.
Oh, no.
Thank you. Hey-o. Sorry. All right, let's continue on our new.
D-hole.
I'm not going to be a deal. I still can't believe that that's how I read that. Like, what? I didn't. There wasn't a dash or anything in the whole
there
word.
was nothing. It was just DHOLES.
DHOLES. Yeah. It just came out deals. Well, here you go.
Oh, Jesus.
All right, let's continue.
Please.
Here's an article in our really extended newscast from unexplained-mysteries.com. They are talking about the elusive black cat of Tynedale caught on camera. And this is in the UK, I think, right? British Isles, yep. Okay, so his recently released footage allegedly shows a large exotic cat that reportedly roams the wilds of Northumberland.
No, there's no big cat.
There might be. Hold on, got a cough. It's a phenomenon that has endured in the British Isles for decades. Sightings of large cats, such as panthers, lynxes, and sometimes referred to alien big cats, that have somehow ended up surviving in the wilds of a country in which they don't belong. Sightings of such creatures have produced a number of local legends in parts of England, such as the famous beast of Bodmin Moor, which gained notoriety after a spate of incidents in 1978. Now, another similar legend, the Black Cat of Tynedale, has reportedly been captured on camera in the Allen Valleys, a remote region of Northumberland, by a worker who has chosen to remain anonymous. In the footage, which can be viewed below, shows what appears to be a large black cat wandering through a field. However, determining its exact size is somewhat difficult. Yeah, looks big, though. According to the witness, the cat was around 40 meters away at the time of the recording. The sighting follows on from a report in 2008 from a resident who spotted a large black cat stalking deer in the Guestburn estate area. A similar creature was also spotted by 2 other witnesses in that same year. So could this video be evidence of a panther or other exotic beast roaming Northumberland, or is it nothing more than a domestic cat out on a stroll in a field? You decide. Well, let's take a look, because that's the beauty of the interwebs, where we can do just that. I don't know why it's like this. Is this one of those shorts? Maybe? Let's see.
Oh.
Well, that's bigger than I would have expected for just a domestic
So,
cat.
yeah, if those are fence posts and they're 4-foot fence posts, that's big.
That's a big cat then, yeah? It doesn't look like Anubis.
No.
Huh, that's interesting. Let's watch it again. Yeah, that's really wild. Could very well be. It definitely looks feline. It's not like it's a dog or something misidentified.
Right.
Huh.
Well, it doesn't. I think it doesn't quite move like a dog. I think
Right.
a dog is more jilted.
Sure.
Where a cat is a lot smoother,
Sure.
So I'd be one to say it's some kind of a cat.
Right. Yeah, me too. I think that may be very well be something, but again, it's anybody's guess. I don't know what kind of distances we're talking about. I don't know how far away these posts are from the figure.
Right.
You know, some cameras, the lenses, and it may be on cell phone cameras too, but I don't know. I'm not sure. It depends on how this was recorded, but they can actually pull things from the background and make them seem much closer. I saw it many times. My friend used to shoot, as a photographer for the local paper back in Red Wing, and he did pictures of somebody windsurfing, and the shores were 2 miles away.
Right.
Or a mile and a half anyway. And when he took the photos, it looked like that background hill was right behind him. It just really changed the perspective. So it could be way far away or way closer. I don't know, but they might have big cats over there, folks. I tend to believe they probably do.
We should talk to Daniela about that. We should ask Daniela.
Yeah, we should. Is she in the chat?
No.
Okay. Well, if I can remember, I will ask her what she thinks of that, as she's a resident of such places. All right, the next article up for discussion here.
Oh my gosh, no.
It's true. Apparently, it's true. This is from the Wayback Machine.
What?
Or are you talking about something in chat?
Well, no, I was talking about that, but Android Purity just said something interesting.
What's that?
Tony Merkel from the Confessionals recently had a grandmother and granddaughter on a show which saw a flying black cat in West Virginia.
Oh.
It says, strangest report I've ever heard.
Wow.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, mine doesn't fly. Not intentionally.
Well, yeah, broomstick or otherwise. Usually, punted like a football.
No, I never punt my cat, but he's been shushed off the counters a few times. He's been encouraged off the counter a few times, but other than that, no. But this is an odd one. From unexplained-mysteries.com, man finds python in his box of cornflakes. I didn't know that was part of the recipe. Australian Jared Smith got the shock of his life when he ventured into his kitchen to make some lunch. The unsuspecting 22-year-old discovered that an enormous snake, which was later turned out to be a 2-meter-long diamond python, had taken up residence inside a cardboard cereal box.
That's a big freaking box of cereal.
Yeah, but those
2
6-foot
meters
snakes.
long? Yeah,
that's 6 feet, and I had a 6-foot boa, and they're about 3 inches, 4 inches in diameter at the mid, but they can also scrunch down really tight.
But in a box of cornflakes.
Yeah, it must have been the family size.
Yeah, it must have been like you buy the box with the 2 bags in it.
It might have been that one.
Yeah,
but
those aren't snake flakes, Jessica. Those are scales.
It's covered in flakes. It says,
why is it so crispy?
Despite the small size of the box, the snake had somehow managed to curl up inside and was almost completely out of view. Smith got such a shock when he saw the reptile that he dropped his meal on the floor and ran out in terror for the kitchen door.
Do you think?
Yeah. Having alerted his father, who happened to be at home at the time, he promptly called up the local wildlife rescue service and asked them to come and remove the snake from the house. The python was over 2 meters long, and I couldn't believe it. It was jammed into this small cereal box, said animal expert Chris McGreal. When I got there, I actually had to tear the box to get it out. That's how tightly squeezed in it was. Wow. It's likely it was hiding in there to feel secure.
I bet.
Fortunately, diamond pythons are non-venomous, but they can still leave a nasty bite. Yeah, they got these. They got needle teeth. I got bit so many times by my snakes. I had boa, and I had corn snake, and a California king snake, and none of them have fangs, but they just have these little needle teeth that really grab and they hold, and they're a pain in the ass to get out. Or a pain in the tail. So anyway, I have a little experience with herpetology.
Wow.
There you go.
Hi, Rosemary.
Hi, Rosemary. Good to see you. Thanks for coming in, being a part of the festivities that is the Paranormal Portal.
Pam has a ball python named Bubbles.
Ooh, ball pythons. Those can be ball pythons are usually pretty mellow. There's a type of python that are real high strung. They're real high strung. Not like the tension. I'm talking about their behavior.
This is like the weather rope. If it's frozen, it's cold.
I've never heard about the weather rope. Good point, though. Good point. All right, we got one more up for you tonight. This one's kind of odd. This one's more odd than most of the other ones. Let me cough here. This is from unexplained-mysteries.com. The last article of the night is nuclear explosion photographed on Mars.
Wow.
Wow, is right. An image of a mushroom cloud on the red planet has caught the attention of conspiracy theorists.
Is it circumcised?
What?
You said something about if it looks like a mushroom.
must be circumcised. So that's oh my God. All right. Captured by India's orbiting space probe, the controversial image has been hailed by some as evidence that something unusual is still happening down on the surface of Mars, showing what looks like a large mushroom cloud rising up above the famous Valles Mineras Canyon. The photograph does look relatively convincing, given that the shape is sufficiently distinct and that it even appears to be casting a shadow. Yeah, that's it, right? There it goes up. Looks like they already had one there.
Yeah.
Then this is the next one, yeah?
Yeah.
It says, while some have speculated that the mushroom cloud could have been caused by an asteroid impact or a rock fall within a canyon, others have brought up references to the work of author Dr. John Brandenburg, who, by suggesting that it could even be a nuclear explosion. Astrobiologist Dr. Jonathan Horner of the University of Southern Queensland, however, has offered a rather more feasible explanation to what the mysterious mushroom cloud could be. It's simply like one of those magic eye picture tricks, the eye getting deceived and trying to see something where there isn't really anything, he said. It appears that the nuclear explosion is, in fact, unlikely to be anything more than an optical illusion. What about the big crater next to it? It's like, what is that? Is that another optical illusion? Looks like they hit it twice, whatever it is.
Yeah. Honestly, it does. I mean, but look at it when it goes to the top of the picture. It looks like it's kind of blowing away, like
Yeah.
I don't know, chemtrails. I don't know.
Like chemtrails. Yeah. Well,
It's what's left over after the bombing run.
yeah. It's all chemtrails after that. Chemtrails and powder. That's creepy though. Whatever the hell it is, not good. But that, ladies and gentlemen, is the conclusion of our newscast. So let's get back to the regular show. Oops. Almost clicked something I didn't want to click. Oops. You never want to hear your host say oops. That's the problem of being the producer, the host, and
The engineer and
the researcher. It's always a conundrum here on the portal, but we do our best anyway, and are really thrilled so many of you enjoy it with us.
we don't know how,
Well,
but we do.
we have no idea why you're here, but thanks. All right, so we got a lot of fun stuff to get back into here. We're going to go back to an article that was going over glitches in the Matrix, because we like glitches in the Matrix. They kind of demonstrate that the reality that we know is not the reality that exists. They show a glimpse on. They give us a peek behind the veil, the curtain.
It's your breadcrumbs.
The breadcrumbs. Those are the breadcrumbs. Absolutely. So we're going to continue through this article by Factinate.com, and we're going to start from here. Number 41, it looks like, is where we're on. Can you believe it?
I cannot.
Number 41 on this Factinate article is Keep a Song in Your Heart. Hold on. Man, I got a froggy.
He seems to be froggy today, folks. A little too much nutmeg or something. I don't know.
Yeah, probably the nutmeg. Probably.
That's probably the nutmeg.
There was one morning before school when I randomly thought to myself, I haven't heard the song Hey Yeah in a long time. It was a good song, though. Just a meaningless whatever while brushing my teeth. A little while later, I arrive at school and all my friends just randomly mention to me that they have the song Hey Yeah stuck in their heads.
Huh.
They were all humming it all day, and when I asked them about it, they said they had just thought about it out of the blue that morning. None of us had heard the song recently enough to be reminded about it, nor were any of us capable of thinking up any reason why we all might have been thinking about it out of the blue on this particular day.
Huh.
Yeah, that was by Hotel Room 5172648B. It's a big hotel.
Okay. Yeah. Wow.
Or is that a phone number?
It's a
What happens if you call it?
Stairway to Heaven Hotel.
Yeah, exactly. I don't know.
Interesting. But what's the song? Hey, yeah.
I don't know. Without getting copyright strict. I think I know what it is, but I can't even. I haven't heard it enough to really even be able to mimic it with hums. But I think it says "Hey yeah" in there.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah, I'm telling you. I go out on a limb here on the show.
Hey,
all the
Farm,
time.
how you doing, buddy?
Mr. Farm. Good
Farm
to see you. Happy New Year.
Yes.
Merry Christmas.
Holidays.
Happy holidays. Whatever.
Yeah.
We're glad to see you.
Yup.
Number 42. It's all in the game. I started this board game and card club about a year ago. Myself and a small group of friends have been playing with the Agricola board game. I don't know if I'm pronouncing that right, but that's what it says. A lot. For some reason, I frequently hum the lyrics to a Rage Against the Machine song while we played this game. One of the guys I play with was going to another city with some of his friends. Then they found a board game shop where you could play some games in store.
Nice.
Well, they found Agricola on the shelf and started setting up a game. When they all had it set up, they were ready to play. My friend heard someone behind him tapping his fingers against a table, singing the words to the same Rage Against the Machine song that I always humming. He freaked out, turned around, and expected to see me sitting there. But it was just some other random dude humming the same song. Well, that's, I don't know if that's like, oh, the Matrix is folding up on itself. They hum the same song. But it is interesting. It's definitely one of those, is it a coincidence?
Yeah.
What do you think, Don?
I think there is a such thing as a coincidence, but apparently this game that I don't know anything about.
Yeah, Agricola, whatever that is.
Obviously, brings on this memory of these songs. So
yeah,
it's a Euro-style board game created by this. It is a worker placement game with a focus on resource management. So it's like Civilization. That's Sim.
Oh, okay.
Your world building Sims.
Oh, gotcha.
But
okay.
It's a board game. Interesting. Okay. So what song would it be? Would it remind them of? I don't know. Wow. Okay.
Got to do what they told you.
Oh boy. No, I don't. Gotta.
All right. Number 43, a hair-raising sight to behold. This is a quick one. Did I say who sang? Oh, that was by Ziphius. Okay. A hair-raising sight to behold. Just today at the mall, I saw at least 10 men with the exact same bleached haircut in the food court. I think the universe's character generator is broken.
The NPCs are taking over.
That was by Leggy the Spider.
Leggy. No, Leggy. Okay.
Yeah. It's a good name for a spider, I guess.
Well, but if it's a glitch in the Matrix, it's BLAGG. Leggy.
Oh, Laggy?
Leggy.
I don't think that's surprising that several people have the same hairstyle.
No, not
that you kind of expect. It's like, whatever's
Look,
trendy.
they're all wearing man buns.
Yeah, jeez. Oh, man buns. Oh.
Welcome to my nightmare.
You're not a samurai.
That's a top knot, you knothead.
Number 44, can't get enough. I have several times had multi-plane deja vu. What the hell does that mean?
Okay.
As I like to call it. Basically, it means that I'd have a deja vu moment about something, not too odd, but then later I'd have the same exact deja vu moment again. So the exact same incident would keep repeating and I'd keep remembering it. And it was always super specific things too. That was by the Bastu Gubar. Bastu Gubar? Sure. I don't know what that really means, but that's interesting, I guess.
Maybe it's they're having like their double on another plane or dimension is having a deja vu, and therefore it's causing a deja vu in that person again in this reality.
True, that could be it. Could be a deja vu echoes.
Echoes of deja vu.
Echoes of deja vu.
Of course, I have echoes of Vujade, but we'll not go into that.
Yeah, please don't. I can only process so much in a given day, and I'm telling you that's beyond my pay grade.
And I pushed that right out the door.
All right, number 45, in dreams. I've dreamed of at least 2 or 3 situations in vivid detail before they actually happened. Premonitions, cool. Each time they happened exactly as they did in my dreams.
Nutmeg.
I can't be a simple it can't be a simple case of deja vu because I specifically remember dreaming about it. So it's not just a general feeling of familiarity. I have no idea how to explain these instances.
Nutmeg.
It could be nutmeg. It could be, getting a peek ahead. I don't know. Some people, I mean, what was it? Edgar Cayce was the dreamer.
The sleeping prophet, yeah.
Yeah. So it's not without merit that people have experienced a lot of visions in dreams. That was by Caesar. Caesar. Don't run with Caesar.
Oh, boy.
Don't run with Caesar. Number 46, location. It's all about location. I once had an Android phone that had Google Cards feature option. This feature would notify you of how far you were from home at various times, like 15 minutes to home, and if you went out somewhere. And I thought this feature was annoying and useless, so I kept it turned off. After several months of no card notifications, the feature randomly appeared to turn itself back on. Can happen with updates.
Yeah.
I'm just sitting at home alone one night when the card pops up saying 35 minutes from to home.
Wow.
I thought that was weird since I was home, so I looked it up on the map to see where I thought I was, and it was pinning me at a random intersection on the other side of town. I think I've read this one before, but I'll finish it. For the time being, let's call that intersection First Street and Story. I think to myself, well, that's weird. I'm not even close to where it thinks I am. I don't even know where that is. I've never been to that area. I go to my card settings to turn the feature back off, but it says it's already turned off. Well, that's weird. The next night, the exact same thing happens again. 35 minutes to home from First Street in Story. What the heck? I was still definitely not over there. I checked the card settings and the notifications are still turned off. So I have no idea why I'm getting a notification. Then a few days later, a friend and I are out running errands, and while driving, he misses his intended exit. So he takes the next one. Once on the streets, I ask, where are we? I've never been here before. Suddenly, a car to our right tries to turn left and crashes right into us. He messes up the wheel to the point where it is unable to turn, so he pulled forward to the curb to call a tow truck. We had our kids in the car, so I called my sister to come pick us up. When my sister asked me for the location, I looked up at the street signs. Mm-hmm. The intersection was First Street and Story.
Right.
Wow.
Yeah, we've read that one before.
Yeah.
That's a good one, though.
It really is.
Yeah.
That's a really weird one. That's like, be careful, it's coming. But there's no warning to it, right? So your phone just keeps telling you you're somewhere else.
Right.
I mean, it's one of those things that obviously it was a foreboding or foreshadowing,
right,
but it's not specific enough to give you any kind of detail what it's foreshadowing. So, I mean, how can you protect against that? Not good, but that was by Chocolate Wasted. Chocolate Wasted. Okay, I get it. I got it. A little slow out of the gate, but did you get it right away?
No.
Chocolate Wasted. Okay.
So that would be G8, gate, out the gate. G8.
Yeah, that's true. 47, I dreamed a dream. To dream the impossible dream.
Oh, I was dreaming a little dream is what went through my head.
Dream a little dream of me. Not sure if anyone will believe me or not, but screw it. Here goes.
All right.
When I was in high school, my friend Phil took his own life. Oh, that's terrible. I never really knew the specifics. All I know is that he killed himself shot himself, I guess I can just say that, at one of the local parks. Fast forward to 6 years or so later, I'm asleep in bed next to my wife one night. I'm having a fairly normal dream. In my dream, I was at a store doing something or another, and I can't really remember the specifics of the beginning of the dream, and what I do remember is bumping into Phil in the store. When I saw him, everything suddenly got super weird. He actually looked like himself, not like in most dreams where people will be certain people but not look like them, and this guy actually looked like the real Phil. He looked at me and smiled and said, "Hey, man." At that moment, the dream got crystal clear. I asked him if it was really him, and he said it was. And he told me we were going to hang out for a bit, and after that, the dream got super lucid. He showed me how to make stuff, and generally we messed around doing weird dream things.
Okay.
Suddenly, I realized that my dream was coming to an end, and I turned to him and asked him if I was about to wake up, and he said yeah, but said that he'd had fun coming to hang out with me for a bit. I don't know why, but I asked, "So why'd you do it, man?" Why'd you take your own life? The way he answered chilled me to the core. Not necessarily what he said, it's just how he said it. He replied, my girlfriend cheated on me, man. He said it like it was a question he'd answered before. Like when someone asks you what your first job was and you've responded with the exact same sentence so many times that it just falls off your tongue, effortlessly. Except I had known his girlfriend, and they were the kind of couple that everyone admired. I said, Sophie? Sophie cheated on you? And his eyes lit up like he realized he was talking to someone that actually knew him in real life. And he said, yeah, man, Sophie cheated on me. We gave each other a hug and he wished me well. And I woke up, felt super strange. It was somewhere around 2 or 3 in the morning. I closed my eyes and thought, Phil, if that really was you, I need you to give me a sign. It was at that moment that things got even weirder or eerier. Right after I finished that thought, my phone started ringing, and it came across as an unknown number. It only rang twice. I knew I wasn't dreaming anymore because my ex-wife woke up and sleepily asked me who was trying to call me so late. To this day, whenever I think about that story, I get chills. Hope you're okay, Phil, wherever you are. Wow.
Wow, yeah, that's crazy.
Yeah. It was by Shumi0221. Wonder if that's why they got divorced.
Yeah, I know you getting calls 2:30 in the morning.
I know it's that other woman.
What's her name? What's her name?
Phil.
All right, Phil from the philanthropist office. Whatever.
What are you wearing, Phil?
What are you wearing, Phil?
Khakis. Number 48, in the hole. Wow. When I was a kid, there was this house right before the entrance to my subdivision that was this super deep valley. I remember calling it the house in the hole and thinking about how much it must have sucked when it rained and how great of a sledding hill the slides would make during the winter. Then one day when we were passing it and there was no valley, it was the same level as the road. I asked my mom what happened to the hole, and she had no idea what I was talking about. To this day, even though I no longer live in that area, I always stop and take a look at the house whenever I drive past it, just to check if anything could explain what I had been seeing. Wow, that's kind of a Mandela effect, right? But it's a very personalized one. Logic to insanity. So this guy might have jumped dimensions, Don,
Yeah,
where there was no hole.
that's crazy.
I don't know. I'm such a kid.
Oh, boy.
Sorry. Number 49, total eclipse of the Matrix.
Oh, boy.
We're actually nearing the end of this article. We might as well just finish it up. Oh, what is this? Or better yet, Paranormal Portal pilgrimage or meetup. Oh, you guys making plans?
I don't know.
Some plans going on in the chat? All right. I have a childhood memory that still haunts me to this day. In my kindergarten class back in the USSR, I distinctly remember the sky going dark for some time and the teacher rushing us all inside. Then, after an unknown amount of time, it went back to bright again, and my parents denied that there was a solar eclipse that day. I couldn't find any record of one either, so I should check again. Nevertheless, I distinctly remember that happening.
Wow.
It says, I look out rain window. That was what I was thinking. I remember growing up, being on the lake and stuff. We had storms that would just pop up, and maybe it wasn't because of the lake, but it always felt like
Right.
the weather would just change. Any summer day, it's bright, beautiful, and all of a sudden that looming dark clouds just come and make it cold and
Right.
and this foreboding energy, and it feels just intense, like you can feel the energy of the coming storm. And then, of course, it storms, and then it passes, and the cloud blows over, and it's summer day again.
Right.
So I wonder if that's what happened, and this guy was just too young.
Yeah, but why would the teacher herded them all back inside because of it, or
Well,
was
if it was
that?
a coming rainstorm.
Oh well,
you
yeah,
know.
yeah.
I don't know. Maybe not.
Micro showers.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, you just don't know how intense it's going to be. We have a call. This is coming from Ohio. This is area code 330. You're on the air.
Guess who?
Ohio, one of the weirdest states in the nation.
You got it all over there, D. You guys got
Yeah,
all
we
the
do. We
weirdness.
got it all.
You do. How
Give us
you?
send in the penicillin, right? Hopefully you get everything. Anyway,
Hope it all clears up.
Yeah, I hope it clears up soon.
Yeah. How you doing?
Got you done. Well, yeah, you know what? I can't hardly find you guys on, and you don't get suggested to me, and but I was lucky. Every now and then I get lucky, and I find you on. But I just wanted to say a happy holidays and happy New Year, and I miss everybody. Hi.
Hi.
And wanted to say I had when I was a kid. You were talking about this person who had the deja vu thing.
Right.
I had that so bad.
Ooh.
That when I was a kid, and see, my father had prophetic dreams, so I think that's where this somehow I must have got it from that side of the family. But I had it so bad that I would dream at night about what was going to happen the next day, and then it would happen, even if it was kind of weird. But it was also a lot of times just normal stuff, just
Sure.
nothing that out of it's just the way or the sequence that had happened that might change a little bit. But it got so bad that I couldn't take it anymore, because it was like I wasn't really sure sometimes. Am I dreaming this, or is this the real one? And it was really, and I'm a kid and I can't tell anybody this. I know I can't tell anybody, because I try to tell my mom, and she just looks at me like, oh yeah, that's cute, You can't tell anybody. So I decided that I was going to try to turn it off. I decided I was going to try and change whatever happened that day, and I kept telling myself, I've got to make it different this time.
Oh. Wow.
Or I'm gonna lose it,
Right.
because it was just really annoying.
Right.
And then I just gradually, not realizing it was a superpower, because I'm a kid and it's just really annoying and I can't tell anybody about it.
Sure.
So I eventually trained myself out of it. But the weird thing about that is after that I got nightmares.
Oh, really?
I ended up having flat-out nightmares about things like giant spiders dropping from the sky and whatever.
Oh, geez.
Weird stuff.
Make...
So, and I had those for years, and I keep wondering, is it because I wouldn't let because the other dreams were actually a lot safer. So I never figured that out, so anyway. But as you know, my life has already been always paranormal and weird, and I can't even, I mean, half of it.
Sure.
Well, Gemini says she wants to help me write my memoirs because she wants to hear the story.
Well, that sounds like a great project. Yeah, I mean,
because
the story should be remembered. That's one thing I love about doing a show, is that people can share those things, and at least it's recorded. It's not lost to time. And I think that's the biggest tragedy is things people have seen and experienced that maybe they never did find the courage to talk about or weren't able to, and what has been lost to time. So I think those things are important. I think you should do that.
I think so too, and and I think it's really important. Well, that's one of the reasons I started to stream myself, is because we're going through real unusual times, and I kind of want a record of that.
Right. Sure.
Of the weirdness that we are going through. So hopefully, and I'm trying not to say the type of things that would get me canceled, but which can be tricky sometimes. If you're saying anything of any importance, you you can get yourself in trouble. But I decided, though, it's like I really am thinking about going back, and I get in the live streams, I get to almost into the audience's conversation too much, and I sometimes veer off track a little, and I'm thinking of doing some more pre-recorded type stuff, and then just letting it, or at least have some kind of a script for it, and doing that, recording some of my experiences, because if it wasn't for, but I tell you, if it wasn't for programs like this one, and Duke's show, and, the others like it, I mean, the others that are bringing this stuff up, I would never have known that that what had happened to me, that was a Sasquatch.
Right.
Because I heard that, blood-curdling sound, and I'm like, oh, my God, that's what I heard in the woods all those years ago,
Right. Oh yeah, exactly.
And
we get we're all enriched by sharing information and by sharing stories. I think we're a culture of stories, right? Like from time immemorial. Like it's the legacy. It's the lifeblood of culture is to share stories. So that's why I think it's great that there are so many shows and so many people talking and sharing ideas and trying to look into some of this weirdness. Because the more we talk, the more we share, the more we're going to learn and discover, and maybe your stories will teach me something about my own experience, and likewise,
or bring a realization or a realization, into your life about what was happening. It's always that connection. It's like, oh, that makes sense. It's that realization, like you were just talking about. And
yeah,
it's just really cool. So yeah, definitely.
And D, make sure you.
Yeah, it's like, no, that's what it was. I probably ran into a dog man too and didn't know.
You're in Ohio.
You're in Ohio. That's what you get.
I heard a guy tell almost the exact same story, except I had something following me. I had something following me through a cornfield.
Oh God!
And it was followed. It followed my footsteps, and it was like, footstep, and it was like in sync with my footsteps. It was like a cartoon. I knew something was there. Sure. And I knew it was big, and I was just so tired, though. I was coming back from a ceremony, actually. Oh. And I was so tired. I'm like, whoever you are, I know you're playing some kind of trick on me. I'm just so tired. I'm not even going to run. I mean, if you're trying to scare me, it isn't going to work. I'm too tired to run. I hurt all over. I'm just trying to get back to my car.
Right.
Wow.
And you know what? The footsteps stopped. Oh. So this guy told almost the same story. He's coming back from something. He's going through a cornfield. And, you stop a few times to see, is somebody really following me? Is that what? Yes, that is what it is. Because you can hear the footsteps. They stop when you do, and they start again when you do. Yeah. And I am going, wait a minute, this is eerily familiar.
Sure.
When he turned around, because in my head I was hearing, don't turn around. And I'm there going, you know what, I think I'm going to take that advice. I'm not going to turn around. He turned around, and it was a dog man.
Oh, yeah, you can't unsee that.
And this happened in Ohio. And I'm thinking, he didn't say exactly where, but I'm wondering, is it the same cornfield, and does he play this trick with people?
Wow.
Is this his little favorite trick that he likes to play? Because he turned and ran, I guess. He ran away from it or something. But, I just blurted out. For some reason, I blurted out maybe the exact right thing. I said, I'm so tired, and I'm in pain, and I'm not going to run. I'm sorry. If you're going to attack me, you might as well just do it.
Yeah.
Get it over with. Plan, or let me go.
Right, exactly. That's incredible.
Because I'm not. So I don't know, man. That could have been the same thing.
Sure.
Who knows?
It could
but
be.
At least it makes sense now. It reminded me that, and it's like, well, yeah, that could have been then. Yeah. Because supposedly they're around mounds, and we have mounds around Ohio. Yeah. And ones that people don't know about, there are people living on a mound down the street here. Oh. They're living practically on top of it, and they don't know it.
Oh.
If you ask them, do you know where the Indian mound is here? They'll just look at you like, there ain't any Indian mounds. That's down south, Morton. No, it isn't. It's right here. I've been there many times. So somewhere right around here.
Oh.
Yeah, they don't know.
That's awesome.
So I don't.
Well, be careful.
Yeah, we got them all around.
Be careful.
Anyway, that's all I had to say.
Well,
Love you guys. Bye-bye.
Okay, Dee. Thanks for calling. It's good
Night,
to hear
Dee.
from you. We missed you.
Yep. Bye-bye.
Okay, see you now.
Well, there you go. Haven't talked to her in a while.
I know. It's great. It's great. And you guys can check out Dee's channel on YouTube. She does a stream as well over there, and I'm sure would appreciate your support. So I think it's the same name that she's in here.
Dee's Deep Woo.
Dee's
D
Deep Woo.
Ocean, D Ocean Deep Woo. Yeah.
Yep. So you can check it out. Hey, how you doing, Renee? Good to see you. Good to see you. Oh, okay. I didn't have to do that. I didn't even have to. It was taken care of.
Yes.
All right, let's continue on here. A picture's worth 1,000 words. I was going through my grandmother's pictures after she passed. We found a picture of what appeared to be my husband's mom posing with my grandma. Was that me or you?
No, it was me.
Oh, okay.
Sorry.
All right. It sounds exactly like mine does, too. So.
Yeah, well, all vibration through
Yeah.
the microphone sounds like that.
So, of what appeared to be my husband's mom posing with my grandma. Well, this couldn't possibly have been as his mom, and they didn't know each other at the time. But it looked just like her, and that's not all. According to the note on the photo, this person also shared the same first name as his mom. No, we aren't related. Yes, we've had our DNA analyzed. Oh, well, maybe they did know each other. I don't know. That was by Mrs. Jane Doe Eyes. And
That's the end of it.
that is the end of the article.
Wow.
We actually hit it. Good deal. Happy New Year's to you, Renee. Thank you. Appreciate that.
Hi, Christy.
Hi, Christy. Good to see you.
So, real quick, are we going to be doing a show on Friday or Saturday?
My plan was to do a show on Friday.
Yeah, I don't know if I'm going to make it on Friday. And Saturday.
I'll need a note from the doctor this time, Don.
Well, yeah. My shrink says it's okay.
From your chiropractor. Don must not
Jeez,
come
I
in.
wish. Well, see, but it's. I've got to work, is what it is.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it's also the next day is also that day. So
What is Friday?
Friday's the 31st.
So that is New Year's Eve.
Right.
Yeah, I'm planning on doing a show.
Okay.
I don't ever have any plans, so it's an easy commute for me.
Right. Well, yeah. Congratulations.
That's one of the benefits.
Because let's see. So Friday, I kind of want to spend with the fam,
Sure.
and Saturday I work. So
There you have it.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, no, that's understandable. I do accept your
it's been a rough couple months on me
has
being
been.
here on Fridays and Saturdays. I make the Wednesday show. Is it just the weather just doesn't want me to be here on Friday and Saturday right now? I don't know.
the fates
Jesus,
conspiring
sucks.
against you. Maybe. Could be.
But anyway.
All right, so we're going to move over to another Factinate article that we've been working through a little bit. We're just scratching the surface on this one. What are we doing for time? I haven't even looked.
36.
36.
8:36,
Okay. We're
yeah.
doing good.
Doing good.
We're doing good, huh?
Okay.
All right. And by all means, ladies and gentlemen, if anyone else would like to call in, the phone lines are obviously open and working. I've seen they work just fine.
Some things do work around here.
Not me.
Not us. We don't,
Thank you.
We don't do squat, man.
We don't do squatch.
That's, oh gosh. Yeah, we do a lot of squatch.
Actually.
As a matter of fact, I was talking to Tom Cantrell. Wasn't really talking, but he posted a picture of Bob Gimlin.
Oh, yeah.
And I said, I really enjoyed interviewing him, and he asked me to post that story that we did on him. But
Oh, cool.
or the interview we had with him.
Yeah, with Bob. That was a
Yeah,
great,
that was
great
great.
discussion.
Yeah, he's such a great guy.
What an honor it was, though. You know what I mean? Just to sit down with Bob and over that whole weekend.
Jess is on the phone.
Oh, what do you mean? He said, oh. It doesn't mean oh in a bad
It
way.
might not be Jess either.
All right, so this is coming from area code 480. You're on the air. What's going on?
Hi, guys. You
It's
know
Jess.
it's me. How's it going?
How you doing,
Going
Jess?
good, Jess. How you doing?
Wow, how'd you guess it was me?
Oh, I don't know.
we've come to expect you will call us, and as you should.
Well, I want to wish Don a great early birthday.
Thank you.
The Mr. New Year's baby
Yay.
he is.
You should put him in a diaper.
Jeez. I will be 51
No.
years old this year.
No.
You might actually need
more
the
like a
diaper then.
Speedo. That's
You might
okay.
actually need the diaper then.
No
ladies and gentlemen.
Speedos. My God. My God, are you trying to traumatize me?
No.
That's a Vuja don't.
Yeah. No, I didn't say I wanted to see it. It would be probably good for the thumbnail for the video.
Oh, how do you figure? Oh my God, yeah.
Oh, wow.
Dawn is
Strike the
baby
pose,
New Year.
Dawn.
Yeah, no.
We'd be so demonetized. It would.
Oh, they just throw us off.
Yeah, they just peel our name off of
Censored.
YouTube.
That's it from these two. These two gotta go. We're done with those two mooks.
So how's life in the warm part of the world?
It's not too warm. We've had rainy days and stuff. We've had quite a bit of rain here. It wasn't rainy today. The sun kind of came out a bit, but I don't know. There's some storms coming, aren't there?
Well, everywhere.
Yeah.
I know. It seems like they happen to have landed right on our heads up here.
If you're not having snowstorms, you're having heat waves.
Yeah.
It's totally incredible.
It's not heat waves here. It's been rainy and
Well, what?
cooler.
Yeah, but what's cooler? What does that mean? Tell me what cooler means.
Yeah.
Like 50s, 60s, somewhere around there. I mean, and not as cold as you guys, but below zero.
Yep. If you can actually
Good
say,
Lord.
if you can
Deep
actually
freeze.
say, if you can actually say you've had rain, you're already in the warm part of the world compared to what's going on. And we're not as bad as like the Midwest where it gets really cold and up
my
in
God,
Canada.
Oh my God! I spent 3 months in North Dakota.
Yeah.
Oh my God!
In the winter too, right?
Oh, it's horrible.
In the winter,
Wow.
right? That was winter, right, Don?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, the Truckee region in California is really bad.
Oh my God.
The what? Truckee?
Truckee region in California,
Oh, okay.
close to Lake Tahoe, around that up in there.
Right.
Oh, okay.
Donner Pass, that's pretty bad.
Okay.
They've had some really bad snow over there, I've heard.
Table
Sure.
for 8.
You had the
Wow.
the Donner Party? Yeah. You've heard of the Donner Party, right, Jess?
Yeah, I'm glad you liked my New Year's card, Don.
Yes, I did get it. Thank you very much. That's awesome. So yeah. Anyhow.
Anyhow.
Yeah, well, good luck at work and stuff, and hope things get better. Hopefully, 22 will be a better me and you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
A better year.
Absolutely.
Anyways,
I sure hope so.
hopefully the craziness is going to go away pretty soon. This
Gosh,
weirdness.
we hope.
Yeah, we
That's
sure
been-
hope so. We sure hope so. We're about done with crazy. We do a paranormal
Yeah.
show, but we don't want to live a paranormal life.
Yeah. The loonies are, ruling the bin.
Yeah.
Or yeah,
So it's
you know what I mean.
Yeah. But it's great to hear from you,
Running
Jess.
the bin.
It's great to hear from you.
Yeah. Did you have a good Christmas and Yule?
Yes.
Yeah, so far everything's been wonderful. I mean, it's been real quiet, but I like quiet. I'm kind of a hermit, so it's
Oh,
right.
I bet Minion went crazy with the gifts. I bet.
That kid learned how to shred some paper. I'm just saying.
Yeah. Shredder!
How's Anubis doing?
He's doing good.
Yeah,
he's doing good.
he's big.
Yeah, he's a little chunk boy, but he's not. He's usually an outdoor cat during the days in the warm months, but now he's like not even interested.
Right.
I open the door and he looks at me going,
Oh, whatever.
"You're right."
Wait, you want me to go poop out there?
I opened the door for my cat when it's raining, and he's like, "Oh no, I'm coming back in."
Yeah, it's like not even a consideration. He'll look at it and go, "Nope," turns right around and walks away. It's like, okay.
Yeah, exactly.
I don't blame him.
He's coming back to his office with my
Yeah.
cat.
Absolutely. But how was yours, by the way? Did you have a nice holiday?
Yeah, I had fun.
Good.
Just had a bunch of Christmas cards,
Excellent.
good presents,
Good.
and good company.
Wonderful.
It was fun.
Well, we hope you have a wonderful New Year, and if you're hanging out, you can join me.
Okay. Hey, I've been here recently.
I
you
know
know.
it's been nice seeing you lately. Thanks for coming in, and thank you for all your
Oh
support.
yeah, and hi to Sheldon.
Oh sure, yeah. I don't know if he's listening tonight or not, but I'm sure he'll check it out maybe tomorrow if he's not listening.
And Porter Mom, if she's listening.
Oh yeah, she was in the chat right away. She's probably relaxing now, just tuning in. Oh, there she is.
There she is. Yeah.
Oh, there she is. There she is. Porter Mom's in the chat right now.
Yep, she's
I see her.
She's in there representing.
But anyways, have a great birthday, Don.
Thank you. Very much appreciated.
It's great hearing from you, Jess. Take care of yourself and have a wonderful and safe New Year.
Absolutely.
You too.
Okay.
Peace out.
Peace out.
Bye.
Yeah. Well, thank you all for in the chat for the birthday wishes. It's one of those things that we have to do every year, right?
We can't skip
spin
them.
around the sun.
You don't have to, admit your age, but
I don't have a problem.
you got to have a birthday, but you don't have to admit how many of them you've had.
Well, I don't have a problem with that.
Yeah, me either. I may be this age, but I'm incredibly immature, so it all works out.
Yeah, I'm not so much turning 51. I'm turning 15.
There you go, just inverse.
Oh man.
Absolutely. Okay.
Let's see here. Somebody, I think it was Matthew Learned, said, for the longest time I thought Portal Mom was Dawn in a dress, and people were just messing with him. And Portal Mom says, no, Matthew, I guarantee that isn't the case. Thank you, Mom.
So far as I know, my mom has never had a beard, and wouldn't look right if she did.
No.
But no, it's really my mom. So she's hanging out here, keeping an eye on things. Probably making sure I'm doing my job.
Being proper.
Yeah, she's
being proper Midwest. Yes, he still eats mayonnaise.
I like me some mayo. Absolutely. Okay. So we're gonna actually I'm gonna hit this one first. We're gonna go to Phantoms and Monsters.
Oh, there you go.
Because Lon Strickler is a friend of the show, and he's a wonderful guy, and he's written this article lately on December 28th, which is yesterday, I guess. And I thought this one is interesting. I want to read it. I haven't read it yet because I wanted to read it with you guys and have a talk about it. But this is from December 28th, 2021 from phantomsandmonsters.com. First of all, ladies and gentlemen, please go over, check out the site. Check out the amazing articles and research they're doing over there, and it's also an incredible repository for people to record their own paranormal experiences. And this is one of those. So let's check it out. It's Malevolent Black Cloud follows Portland, Oregon man. And let's see what it says. A Portland, Oregon man is driving home and notices a dark cloud following him and keeping pace.
Is his name Charlie Brown?
No, I don't know. It continued to do so. Later, he was attacked by this force, which caused red marks on his side. It says in 21st of this year, 12/21/21, approximately 11:30 p.m. First off, I'm from Portland, Oregon. Tonight was a relatively clear night. It rained earlier in the day, but that was no any other weird weather. Oh, there was no other. Sorry, I'm already screwing it up. It says, I know how this sounds, but this really happened and freaked the hell out of me. I'm naturally a pretty tough guy, but this made me call my wife while shaking like a leaf, ready to cry because I was freaking me out so bad. Tonight, I was on my way home from my friends. About 10 minutes into my drive, I noticed I was being followed, literally all the way home. More than 10 miles from the time I noticed by this dark cloud thing. And I was on the freeway going about 60 miles per hour when I noticed it. It never missed a beat, literally kept exact pace with me for 10 plus miles. Literally, the only way I can describe this thing is a small thundercloud, pitch black, but somewhat able to see through it. It was about 5 feet high, and I'd guess to be about 25 to 30 feet long. I was the only car on the road, and out of the corner of my eye in the right-hand lane next to me was this thing. A cloud is the best way I can describe it. It was very dark and formless, kind of translucent. I could barely see through it, but it was transparent enough for me not 100% be sure it was there. It really freaked me out, so I called my wife and then decided to change lanes into it to see if it would disappear, and it did. Or I thought so anyway. About 30 seconds later, I lost sight of it. It instantaneously reappeared right outside my driver window. It was a little bit taller than my car and was about 3 times as long.
Wow.
When I took the exit to go home, it disappeared again, and I thought I lost it. Well, less than a minute later, it reappeared outside my passenger side. It was almost as if it would just float over my car from one side to the other while keeping pace with me the entire time until I turned into my driveway where it disappeared again. My driveway is about half a mile long, shared with 5 other houses. The house right before mine has a dog that always runs up and jumps on the chain link fence and barks like clockwork. But as I drove by it tonight, the dog ran toward the fence and stopped dead in its tracks about 15 feet before the fence and didn't make a sound. This has never happened before. Seriously, this dog never misses a chance to bark at the neighbors. My wife was waiting in the front yard for me when I pulled up, but because of the darkness of the driveway and the lack of lights, she said she couldn't see anything. Has anyone ever heard anything like this? I'm honestly freaking the hell out right now. And updates was on 12/22, approximately 3:30 a.m. My wife and I couldn't sleep at all. Neither of us have ever experienced anything even close to what happened a few hours before. My older brother is our roommate, and he came home from work a little after 3 a.m., and when he came in the door, he immediately noticed something was up with us, so I told him the entire story. He checked outside of our car for any weird markings or some sort of substance or fluid that's not supposed to be there. We spent about 10 minutes looking over my car, and we didn't see anything, and we were about to head inside, and my brother was talking about ways to get rid of demons. He has no idea what he's talking about, but he thinks he does. And this is where things get real screwed up. My brother stopped talking mid-sentence and said, "Did you feel that?" He was talking about the extreme cold spots that just settled on us. Then immediately something hit me hard in the ribcage and threw me right into my brother. I about pooped my pants, no joke. I straight up yelled, "Screw this," and ran as fast as I could into the house. When I got inside, I was shaking like a chihuahua and crying like a baby. I told my wife, and she looked at the area where the push happened, and I had a huge red spot that is starting to bruise on my ribcage where the push happened. And there's apparently a pic. Let's see if we can see this. It said, "My brother came in a few seconds later, absolutely awestruck, and I'm beyond scared and don't know what to do." And the note at the bottom, "It's been several days since the incident. I have offered my help. There have been no updates or contact with the experiencer."
Wow.
Where is that? Let's see. Here it is.
Crazy.
Okay. Oh, there's a red mark there. Yep.
Yeah. Yeah.
Huh.
So yeah, that looks like it could be bruising up.
Yeah, it does. I wonder if this was taken right after or what, but that's an impact, it looks like. And I imagine, it does lend merit to his story because it wasn't just, "Hey, I saw this weird thing and that was weird." It's an actual contact of sorts, but that's got to be terrifying.
Right, yeah.
Yikes. It actually kind of reminds me of Sean's experience as a child with the dark mass that he dealt with. So I find that very interesting. Huh. Well, I hope this person's fine. I don't know. That's a scary thing.
When is this story from? When was this reported?
The 28th was when Lon submitted it, so it would have been the same day.
Yeah,
but apparently the story is from the 21st.
Yes.
So just a few days prior.
12/21/2021. There's a lot of twos in that.
Yeah, there is, isn't it? Yeah. It's almost got a Mayan ring to it.
Yeah.
So I don't know, folks. That's a weird one. It sounds like just some malevolent being just being a dick. I don't know. I hope it doesn't worsen for them. I don't know. I mean, of course, your mind thinks, well, is it just decided on him? Is this how things like this start, where for some reason it just chose him? Maybe he was the only car on the road, so
It's attached.
it just followed and followed. And the thing that I worry about dark things like this is they have nothing but time.
Yep.
They don't have to, punch a clock. They can spend hours, days, years, whatever it takes to try to wear someone down. So, just I hope this guy's being careful. Hope he gets help. I'm sure Lon definitely helped them out, because Lon has resources like all over. He's been at this a long time.
Yep.
What a scary story, though. That'd be freaky.
Yeah, and it following him. It wasn't just following him; it was pacing him.
Yeah.
And then he would lose it, and it would come back. That's more than just happenstance. That's intelligent.
That's psychological. Yeah. Absolutely. Huh.
Yes, Pigpen. Yes, it was Pigpen. Yes, correct. It was Pigpen. Gosh, I said Charlie Brown.
Oh yeah, Pigpen makes more sense. Yep.
And it wasn't so much a dark cloud; it was just a dust cloud.
Yes, he was just a dirty kid. Did not like to clean himself.
Somebody pointed out Eeyore too. Eeyore had a black cloud.
Oh bother! His is just more of a mood, though.
That's true. Yeah.
Yeah, he was just a mood.
Oh bother! Here it comes again.
Yep. All right, so let's see where we are. Where are we at for time right now? I know we started a little bit late, so.
But it's Wednesday.
It is Wednesday. It's dealer's choice, right?
Yeah, well, spin the wheel.
Spin the wheel. We're going to go to the article, Factinate article, experiences. Terrified people, creepiest experiences. So these are paranormal experiences, usually. Most of them have been paranormal. I think almost all of them, but I might be wrong, but the 6 before this have been, but we're on number 7 now. Another Factinate article, folks. These, again, are aggregated articles where they collect them from Reddit and stuff, and they've done a nice job, though. I really enjoy these Factinate articles because they're great collections of people's experiences.
Right.
So number 7 is the one we're on, More Things in Heaven and Earth. More Things in Heaven and Earth. I used to work at this really old Shakespearean theater. It was 1985. I'd worked there all summer when I was 17. I'd landed a cool job at a stage operations crew member the summer after high school, and I worked the upper theater, high above the stage, on the catwalks. I was working in a far corner of the theater's rafters through my lunch break so I could leave early that day. I had to walk off the catwalk, cross a wooden plank, and drop a rope down and then pull up a larger rope to tie off into the rafters. We were getting ready for the season and slowly stringing lights and scenery to the drops that were bars on pulleys and counterweights, and it was a safe enough job if you knew what you were doing. As I left the catwalk, which was very sturdy, I stepped onto a plank. It was so dark up there that I couldn't see into the middle of the building, but I could see a plank rising upward on the other side of the darkness. Okay, I must have hit a platform there at the bottom and go up again, I thought. Boy, was I wrong about that. It says, okay, I hit a platform there at the bottom and go up again. I thought, boy, was I wrong about that. Okay. I walked 4 or 5 steps down into a dimly lit part of the rafters on the plank when a man stops me. Turn around slowly, he said. The plank is missing. No light. Get light. I grumbled like any other teen would do at someone telling them what to do. Fine, I said. I had no idea that guy had just saved my life. I turned around and got back on the catwalk, walked to the ladder, and climbed down to the stage to get a flashlight. My boss asked, "Why are you down here?" I told him I needed a flashlight and that this guy up there told me that the plank was missing. What guy? He said, "You're the only one up there." I wasn't buying it. The old guy with the beard and the wool cap, I said. My boss, who headed the technical carpenter electrical plant of the theater, electrical part of the theater, was in his late 60s and had worked in that theater for nearly 40 years. He looked amused at first, laughing at me, and he asked, "How'd you know about that?" I was a little confused at first, but then asked, "Know about what?" "You're serious?" he said. "You saw him?" And I was like, "Say who? What are you talking about?" And that's when my boss told me a story that filled me with sheer terror. It must have been 1954, he said, and a rigger fell from the rafters and hit the floor. He fell all the way to the stage, and I think his name was John. In 74, my assistant made up a story about talking to him. I told my boss that I know what I had seen and invited him to go back up to the catwalk with me. Sure enough, when we got up there, the plank was missing. There was the plank I was on, a platform, then nothing. In the dust along the plank were my footprints leading right up to the edge. One more step, and I would have fallen to the stage. Below us was a thick fabric curtain that separated the stage from the rafters, blocking light from below. In the horizontal folds of the curtain, we found a wool cap. To this day, I've not stepped back into that theater, not even to say thank you to the ghost who saved my life. That was by Ordinary Name 3909. Wow. See, those are the kind of hauntings that are beautiful. Like, if it is a spirit, maybe it's not. Maybe it's an angelic visitation, a divine intervention of sorts. But it was pretty specifically, and they did find a cap. Right, so yeah, maybe it was from an old guy that fell some distance down to the stage. Who knows? That's funny, Naysay. That's funny. I like that. I remember that song.
Is it Tommy Two Tones?
Yeah. Yep. Jenny. All right. Let's go to number 8.
The call is coming from.
The call is coming from.
I got
8675309. The name of this segment is actually the call is coming from. ... So that's kind of serendipitous, I'd say. I was alone at home when an unknown number called. I probably shouldn't have answered that call. On the other end, I could hear the same TV show that I was watching playing in the background. I kept saying hello, and my voice would echo back at me. And I thought it was just one of those broken calls, but what happened next creeped me out. Right before I put down the call, I heard a voice whispering, "Goodbye, good night." I stared at the phone confused, and then I said, "Hello?" again, and the static and echo disappeared. The line went totally silent until I heard very clearly, "Hi." I put down the phone, turned off the TV, and then ran to bed.
Yeah, no doubt.
That was by Nuji Wooji. Nuji Wooji.
Wow.
There you go. Those unknown calls. Usually it's telemarketers.
Right?
I never answer those.
Hello, Hufflepuff Common Room.
Yeah.
I've actually done that.
Have you?
I answered the phone like that. Yeah.
How'd that work?
They didn't know what to say.
Oh, Huffle what? What was that?
Hufflepuff Common Room.
Yeah.
Harry Potter?
Yeah, I got the reference. I was just being funny, like they were like the what room?
Oh, gotcha.
Yeah. All right. Anyway, it was funny in my head. Hello, stranger, number 9. This was the creepiest thing that has ever happened to me. I was chilling in a cafe several years ago when someone I had never seen before walked in. I've racked my brain trying to place this person's face. I'm totally positive that I didn't know this person. Anyway, he came up to me and asked, "Are you?" and then gave my full name. I said, "Yeah," kind of unsure what he wanted. The guy just nodded and then walked off into the store, and I never saw him again.
Whatever.
That'd be a little unnerving, though.
I know your name, and now I'm going to ignore you.
That was by big_fat, PHAT. Pretty hot and
tempting.
Tempting.
Pretty hot and tempting.
Pretty hot and tempting. Number 10, the untwinning. When I was a freshman or sometime in high school, we had a pair of new students start who were twins. I remember both of them because while they were twins, they had slight differences, so I could tell them apart. Anyway, a few years after high school, I got a friend request from one of them. It was nice to reconnect, so I accepted. I was looking at her Facebook page randomly one day when I was going through her pictures. I didn't see any of her sister, which I thought was odd. I mentioned it to my friend, and she looked at me strangely and said, "She doesn't have a twin." I asked another couple of people we went to high school with, and they all said the same thing. I have no idea what happened, and it still baffles me because I distinctly remember 2 of them, but apparently there was only one.
I wonder if it was one of those situations where there were twins, but one of the twins died, and young enough that the other one doesn't have a memory, and the parents didn't bring it up.
It was high school though. This is high school.
Well, yeah, but that's when. But I'm saying maybe that person did have a twin that died young, had no memory, and the shadow of the twin was following them around.
Oh,
and
good
so
point.
Therefore, because it was a ghost or an apparition of some type, that person recognized it as not necessarily the same person, but the same, the same, looks the same. They're interesting. Just a thought, But, I mean, I can see where parents wouldn't tell their kid, you're actually half of a twin. I mean, that could be, kind of scary. I guess. I don't know. Yeah,
that's creepy. That's another whole possibility.
Yeah.
And that was Bipolar Seltzer Addict. I don't know what that means, but Brooke says, you just answer your messenger messages, Paranormal Portal. And then his laughy faces. I don't know what I'm missing here.
Did she IM you something?
I don't know. Maybe. I don't know. But we're going to read one more. One more. And then that'll be the show. Number 11, Uncanny Hitchhikers. Uncanny. They were not in cans.
They're not in cans anymore.
I was driving down the freeway in a big city after work, and my car stalled in the left lane.
Well, if they're in a car, they're in a can.
Yeah, some guy immediately came up and offered to tow me to the next off-ramp. He dropped me off, and I tried giving him some money, and he declined, telling me to instead do something nice for someone else. Yeah. I got my chance a week later. There was a rare downpour as I got my car after work.
Oh.
Two scruffy-looking guys. What? Oh?
Cindy's on the phone.
Oh, well, just give me a sec to get through the story.
Hold on,
Hold
Cindy.
the line. Okay. Two scruffy-looking guys came running up to me, and one said, "Hey, brother, we missed our bus." He wanted to know if I could give the two of them a ride, and this is not the best part of town, and I would have declined, but I remembered what the Good Samaritan had told me, pay it forward. Okay, I said, hop in. We drove onto the freeway, and I made all the usual turns heading home. It was the same way my two passengers wanted to go. After a while, we got to an exit where they asked me to stop, and it was the same exact spot in a city of millions of people where the other guy had unhitched my car from his truck and told me to do something nice for someone else.
Wow, cool.
That's very cool. Ed Suam. Okay. All right. Let's get to the call while we got some time. This is area code 208. You're on the air with the Paranormal Portal crew.
Hey, what's going on, y'all?
Hey, y'all. How you doing? Enjoying that warmth, I guess?
Oh, yes, but it's going to get cold. Like 25 degrees, supposedly this weekend.
Wow. That's quite
I know. Y'all sent it down here, so.
Well, we love to share the fun. We just knew you missed it.
Yes. I know. But I'm coming back. Don't think I'm going to be down here forever.
I know.
Just for the winter.
Well, I don't blame you. I'd go somewhere warm if I could too.
C'est la vie.
Yeah. I'd snowbird it if I could.
Don, Man, so it's your birthday, huh, Don?
It's Saturday. Yeah, Saturday is my birthday. Yep.
And New Year's baby, man. That's my granddaughter's birthday.
Ah, wow.
Oh, cool. Okay.
Maybe two. Yes. So I was just wondering if y'all could have people contact me if they're in North Texas to for a luncheon I'm having here in Terrell, Texas, January 15th. So if people want to attend, if they can just get with me on Facebook and send me a message, and I'll give them the details and stuff like that. It's at a restaurant.
Okay.
And we're going to be it's at 11:30, January the 15th. And there's quite a bit of neat people coming. So I'm hoping we can discuss a expedition or a outing to the Big Thicket. So
wow. So if you're in the North Texas area, folks, you might want to make that journey.
Yeah.
I wish I was there. I'd like to attend too.
Yeah. Or it's actually Boykin Springs. I want to go back to where we had that crazy episode at Dead End Road. So there's a couple of people that want to go, so we just got to make it happen.
Oh, very cool. Wow. Yeah, that'd be a lot of fun.
Yeah.
Jeez. So much of the
Yeah.
world.
So
is still
other
going
than
on.
that,
Other than that, how was your holiday? Good?
oh yeah, just pretty basic. I had no kids. You know,
Yeah.
I woke up and there was no kids, and it was nice.
Dream a little dream for me.
There was no kids. Yeah. Yeah, but I was gonna tell you about Brown Springs too, but I mean, there's not really a whole lot to tell. Just kind of creepy and
Now Brown
just
Springs. That's where those kids were killed, supposedly, right?
yeah, and I was sleeping not too far from where that happened. So,
Wow.
Wow, yeah.
That's a creepy.
but I
creepy
slept in
story.
my truck. Yeah, so we did. You know, I had like rocks being thrown at my truck one night, pebbles, not rocks.
Sure.
And Big Tex had something walking around his tent.
Oh.
And it was, yeah, he had an encounter of something walking around his tent at sometime in the middle of the morning, and then he heard like a grunt or a huff.
Right.
Okay.
So he had something, and then my truck door was open twice.
Wow.
And I did not leave it open. My truck was locked, and we had left camp, and 2 people were left at camp, and we had gone up to the cemetery, which is really, really creepy. Maybe I'll tell you all about it some other time. And then when we came back down, my truck door was open, and the 2 people at camp didn't even know it was open, and my truck was locked when I left.
Oh wow, that's creepy.
Yeah.
Yikes.
Yeah, and I had nothing stolen, so it's just I don't know, something paranormally weird. I have no idea.
Right.
It's weird. And then on my last day when I was leaving, I stopped at the Brown Springs by myself because it's right there off the road. It's not like I have to hike in somewhere.
Oh, okay.
And I was just taking a bunch of pictures, and I got this black thing that I blew up, and it looks like a black shadow with ears.
Oh.
So,
Or should I say?
so
should
I'll
I
send
say-
it to y'all, and then y'all can check it out. But it's just one of those photos. But I don't know.
I'll be anxiously awaiting that. That's very cool. Wow.
Yeah, so not a whole lot to tell. Just I slept there a couple of nights, and I didn't hear anything. But of course, I was in my truck, and I put out my audio, and it was turned off. That was another weird thing that happened.
Oh, that sucks.
You always end up hearing these things after you turn off your recorder. So this happens to you a lot. I hear.
Oh no. My thing. I'm trying to think of the other lady's name. Christine was there. She's from Florida. She had hers on, but I don't know if she caught anything. Especially Big Tex in his tent. He grabbed his phone. He turned it on when he heard the walking around outside. So.
Oh wow.
I don't know if he caught it on his phone or anything.
Right.
Okay.
Oh, I'm telling you, I've got a bunch of good audios, but I just can't seem to get anything good, lately. So,
Right.
Sure. Yeah, you've got.
but
some really
I'll just have to wait till I get home.
Yeah,
whatever.
you get more out of your back porch than most people
no
get
doubt.
in a lifetime.
Like those howls.
Yeah.
Gosh, those were crazy.
Very, very much.
Yeah,
So.
Dawn, are you going to sleep outside in my woods
Hell no.
this next summer?
Hell no. What do you think I am? Insane?
Come on.
No, you speculated dogman. Forget it. Forget it. Nope, ain't gonna happen.
It's safe on my property. Nobody's going to get to me.
We'll bring Bear, and then he'll be safe on your property.
No, I'm actually going to have a camp out on my property.
Yes, I know. We've talked
So
about it.
there's going to be more. No, but I really want to do it this summer when I
That'd be
get
cool.
back. So
Yeah, that'd
Good.
be cool. Yeah.
Yep. We'll definitely
yes,
be there.
and you have to sleep in a tent,
In a
not
tent.
in the RV. You have to sleep outside.
Where are these caveats coming from?
The rules. The rules changed.
She's laying down the rules. Rules of engagement say you must sleep outside in a tent.
With bacon.
I'm going to be in a tent on my property. On my property is totally safe.
It's your property. They don't know my smell. Well, there's the person who lives
you'll
here.
You'll be fine.
That one smells like pork.
Don't.
Smells like long pig.
Oh my God. Don't wussy out on me now. Come on. Because someone needs to tend the fire. That was your job.
Oh, yeah, okay. All right.
That's right. Don is the fire tender. Absolutely.
Yes. So it is 11 something here. I am going to go back
All
and
right.
listen to y'all.
Okay.
Finish up, okay? But
all right, my lady.
Yes.
Thanks for calling in, and Happy
Keep
New
it up.
Year.
Yeah,
Thank you.
Absolutely.
And we'll talk to you soon.
Happy New Year's to y'all. Yeah,
Happy New
okay.
Year's.
Bye-bye.
Okay, good night.
Wow.
Well, that's neat. It's been a great night for hearing from people.
It
That's
is.
how these phone things work.
Yes,
that's what they're for.
Yeah.
It's nice to hear from you guys. Thank you.
It's nice to hear that people actually know how to use the phone.
Yeah, the ones that actually call.
Well, but anyhow, it is 9:15.
It's a
our
quarter
time.
after. That makes it
quarter after.
even over an hour.
Yeah,
So
a little bit.
we went a little bit longer, but smells WGAFA about art says smells like Don Pig. Long pig.
Yes.
Long
yes.
beard.
Yes.
I don't know. It was cute.
Thank you, Mom.
What did Mom say?
Mom said happy birthday.
Oh,
So yeah, I honestly I don't think I'm gonna make it this weekend either, but not because of snow this week.
At least not that we know of.
Don's fire would be seen by the International Space Station. Actually, I am a wonderful fire keeper.
He does tend to fire right well.
Because that's where you cook food.
It's just like a grill in the ground.
It's just open flame. Not much different, you know.
Oh.
You
Anything in
get your
closing?
long pig up there and just kind of.
There you go. Anything in closing?
No, just thank you very much. Thanks for being here. Happy New Year. Glad you all had a good Christmas and Yule, all that kind of stuff. And there you go.
All right, folks. Well, that wraps it up for us. Thank you for joining us again. I'll be back on Friday night, and we'll bring in the new year, at least bring it closer. And hope you guys will join me 7 p.m. Pacific Standard Time right here on the YouTube channel. So I'll look for you guys then. Love you all. Be good, be kind, be nice. Take care of each other. Help each other out. Find the magic in every day. And remember to laugh as much as you can. Good night, everybody.
Good night.
Ooh.